Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Taking a shot on the first play. Snags it down the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan. Attack. Now. Immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
Looking for an open area to his left. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And after success like that on the bootleg, that's going to change the way the defense plays now. Every single time from here on out, when the quarterback hands it off, they're going to have to leave a defender, a defensive end, or a linebacker outside just in case he decides to keep it. It's a positive play offensively, but it also now changes the way this defense is going to try and play the rest of the game.
Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. They want to run this quarterback. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, They're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggression.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Pringle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Finds his man, it's Moore. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Might be calling a hot route. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Staley. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Caught near the sticks, it's Riley. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Quarterback will keep it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. With the catch, it's Riley. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Hines on the move. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, and they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. With the catch, it's Perry. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Back to pass on second down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent. Didn't give him any room to set up a Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Toss sweep to the left. Finding an escape route. Picks up the first down, still moving. Out to the left. Inside and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after...
Racing down the left side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Washington. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The last drive in the end zone, they'll try to follow suit here. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. The 40. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42.
First and 10.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had it much better field position this time around. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Dampier. Grab near the marker, it's Lockett. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expected him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got a little space. Putting it on.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And what a difference one game makes, right? This guy already in the first quarter has thrown for more yards than he did in his last game. He just looks like a much more competent quarterback, and it's incredible how good things happen to QBs when they find a rhythm early.
Smashes ahead. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To the air, it's Fafita. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. There he goes. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 15. The Ducks in the hurry up. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Direct snap. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good position.
Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. West Virginia managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll savor this one in Morgantown for some time, no matter the final score. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A design run for the quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll take it himself. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Huskies want to crank the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Washington. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Fifita. He unleashes a long one. And incomplete on the deep ball. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Clausen?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play, they run, and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
Looking to throw, it's Fifita. Under fire. Touchdown, Oregon. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He fires one deep down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Floating away. Running into the open space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Makes the grab. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Using his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that one.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Moore.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Moore.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Pringle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Dampier. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Going with the ground game left.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Dances away. Showing all kinds of confidence in that arm, throwing back to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive. He lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Husky. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Dropping back, it's Fafita. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle. It's Pringle. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. He's at touchdown Ducks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Washington right back to the line. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Dampier. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Lawson. He'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lawson. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
It's caught.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Might be looking to run. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Kennesaw State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Owls had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again.
Breaks into the open. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. He's now over 200 yards, and our stats maven CD reminds us only a couple of guys in Duck history over 5,000 for their careers. Well, Michael James and Royce Freeman.
Yeah, and those guys had big playability just like him. The ability to take a run, make a big play, throw to him out of the backfield, catch the football, make somebody miss. Just dynamic playmakers.
Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The offense changing the play. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Washington wants to go quickly.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got a man. It's Riley. Turning it on. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Looking for space. It's Pringle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Makes the grab, it's Pringle. Got room in the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll go to the toss. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing. Yeah,
this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They're dealing with a second and long. This quarterback part of their running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. To the air, it's Dampier. He makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Washington right back to the line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position.
comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. The give on the inside.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got him downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Got his man. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. That's a fly. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Washington wants to go quickly.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Staley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And they'll try to tack on 2.
Get ready. Set. Check. Ready.
Wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Takes the easy completion. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Moore. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.